Well, hello. This is Steve Pedersen here. A couple of days ago, a friend of mine asked me, how do I come up with the melodies for my songs? And I was like, I just hear them. I don't really sit down and try to come up with stuff. Usually I'm out and about doing something, and I'll just be aware. I'll hear something, and I'll be like, oh, and I'm getting much better at that. I'm sure this is something I've grown in over time, just being able to hear, just be consciously aware of everything that's going on in my mind at all levels. Sometimes it's negative self-talk, sometimes it's good stuff, sometimes it's music. But when I hear music, I'm like, oh, well, let me get this down. So this is an example. So for example, I was out for a walk and I came back, I was taking a shower, and I was like, okay, I hear this song going through my mind. And it was just a really simple little thing. I almost dismissed it. I'm like, this is silly. And it's just this kind of riff, guitar riff kind of thing, blah, 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 blah. And that was it. That's what was going through my mind. And just kind of this little riff over and over. Ba-dum, ba-dee-dum, da-dum, ba-dee-dum, da-dum, ba-dee-dum, da-dum. And I was thinking, okay, well, where does it go from there? Should it go down? Dum, ba-dee-dum, dum. And I find that, a lot of times my voice is really low. And I can't go any lower. So I just got out my guitar and I tried to match what was going on in my head. And so that's one thing I'm getting better at, is just sometimes it's very clear, I actually hear the actual notes. Sometimes I feel like I'm tone deaf, though. I feel like the note should go up, and sometimes it should go down. And so that was the case this morning. A lot of times what happens is it's first thing in the morning, I'll wake up, or I'm kind of in mid wake up phase, and there's something going through my head. So a lot of times, very first thing I do in the morning is just go get my guitar and try to figure out what it is that's going through my head. And then this is how it ended up. So that just kind of loops, and that was the idea. Doesn't really sound that great as far as a recording, but that was the idea. So I came and I recorded that, and I thought, okay, let's throw some drums on top of that. So you do a search for some different drum sounds to kind of figure out what goes with that, and this is what I came up with. Okay, so pretty simple drum accompaniment, and then the next thing that I do is add the bass. So what I'm kind of going for is the harmonic structure, or the chord progression of the song. So then I add a little bass to that. Okay, and then that's the basic idea. And then what I'll try to do is see what else can I throw in there. I don't add stuff just to add stuff, but I try different things. And again, it's once I get these few things down, then it's usually I'll just hear something else that or I'll feel something else. In this case, I was feeling kind of a real sharp rhythm, almost like a reggae type of feel, with a real clean guitar, just a chink, chink, chink kind of a thing. So that's what I did, and I added a clean guitar to that. So then what happened, and this might actually sound like the main part of the song, this next part, but I assure you it's not. The very first thing that I heard was that first guitar piece. But it was fun because as I'm like finishing up recording that second guitar, I'm already hearing like this lead part in there. So here's the song with the lead part. Just kind of loops and loops like that, and it's lots of fun. So again, it just started with this one riff, and then just adding stuff to it little by little, making it grow, making it lots of fun. And there you have song creation with Garageband on an iPad, all starting with a little riff going through my head. Thanks for listening.